everyone. I'm Mike from Regala Photography, where we talk about everything photography. Today, I have 5 Photoshop tips to simplify your workflow. Let's get started. Here we are in Photoshop, and I have a lovely portrait of myself, a little selfie. And the first tip is the liquify filter. Okay. So have my image in. First thing I want to do though is I want to hit Command J, and this is for a Mac. Okay, just to duplicate it. And then what I want to do is I can right click, and then I can sit here and go convert to smart object. I'm going to show you a little trick later on how to simplify that as well. Okay. So now that's a smart object. So now we can go back and we can tweak it and change it and whatever we need to do. And it's non-destructive. Okay. So what you want to do is come on up to filter. Filter. And then liquify. All right. And then the liquify window will pop up. Okay. Now, I want to make sure you are on the face tool. Okay. So we want to make sure we do that one first. So I have a couple tips here. So here's your face tool right here. Now if you've ever used the liquify filter before, you know about all of the, tools over here. Like here are your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your face shape. Okay. So, and also too, like with your eyes, you can either do the eyes separately, or what I usually do, especially with a straight on picture like this, make sure I click the link button. Okay, same thing with the height, with the width, tilt I won't yet. Okay, but you could sit there, you could take the eyes and make them bigger and smaller. Okay, just like that. But what you can also do is come on over in here and like right here with your eyes, I can sit there and I can make the eyes bigger that way. And I can go bigger this way if I wanted to. And now, I'm moving it. Let me click undo. Okay. And so pretty much like if you look over here, you can only go 100. That's the highest you can go. Okay. With either one of them. You can go up to positive 100 or minus 100. That's as far as you can go. But you're not limited to just the eyes. You can also come over here to the nose, and you can make your nose bigger that way. And if you also look, if you move around your face, same thing. So my face I made it a little bit taller, and I can go wider. And again, with this part, that's about as far as you can go. Same thing with the mouth. I can take my mouth, I can make it bigger that way. And let me see, can I go this way? Yes, I go that way a little bit too. Okay. So, I can sit there and I can make everything bigger just by doing this, or I can use the sliders. Okay. But a lot of people like to go like right on the canvas and do it. But another thing you can do, which you may or may not already know this, is you can come on over here to the warp tool, and you can adjust the size of your warp tool. So I'm going to make mine a little bit smaller. Okay. And then all I got to do is come on over here, and I can push out and make it bigger. Like this. Okay. Now, again, you do got to be kind of sparingly with your movements. If you got yourself a tablet, a pencil tablet to like a Wacom or something like that, it'd probably be a little bit easier than using a mouse. Right now, I'm just using my mouse, but I can sit there and move that around. I can sit there and take the head, and I can make that a little bit bigger. So I can take it a little bit farther. Now, if I make my brush a little bit bigger, sometimes that makes it, there we go. Makes it a little bit easier. Okay, and again, you have to take your time with it. And And let me see, I can come on over here. And anyway, you get the idea. But that is your liquify filter. And all I would do is I could hit OK. And then if you look right here, we did the smart filter thing. So all I got to do is come on over here with the liquify. I can double click that and I'll open it right back up and I could change whatever I want. Okay. So that is your liquify filter. Okay. Tip number 2. It's called knockout. Let's just say you have some text, okay, on a picture, but you want to be able to see the picture through the text, okay? So first thing you want to do is you want to create a shape. I just created a rectangle, okay? Or in some cases, you might have 2 different photos and you want to see one photo through the other photo, okay? Or you just may have a color on top and the photo on the bottom, all right? And you want to see the photo through the letters, but the rest of it, the color. So there's different ways you can use this, okay? But what I have a shape right here, and I filled it in, and I decided to use a color that kind of matched the balloon a little bit. And then I also put some text, all right? Personally, it looks better if you use a blockier text and you want it, larger, okay? So all you're going to do is you're going to come on over here to where your text is, and don't click on the actual T right here, the filter. Come on over here and click on the layer and double click. You're going to open up your layer styles, okay? And the properties over here for the layer. What you want to do is come on over here to knockout. Click over to shadow, okay? And then right here, fill opacity. Take the fill opacity and just bring that down, and you can see already that the pictures is already showing through just like that. Okay. So again, you could change this up a little bit, like I said, where you can have the picture below, like I can have this, green all the way across. And then I could have the letters written this way and bigger. And I want to see what's going through the letters that way. You could do that as well. Okay. There's just so many different ways you can use this, but it's a very, very simple way to put see-through letters onto your photo, okay? That's called knockout. Tip number 3. This one isn't really an effect. This is something to make your workflow a little bit easier. In fact, I'm going to do it over here on this one, okay, because I'm going to have to do it on this one anyway. What you want to do is come on up to edit, okay? And then you want to find keyboard shortcuts. Let me see, where is it here? Keyboard shortcuts. Click on that, okay? And then you want to choose your application menu. And then you want to scroll down till you find filter. And then convert to smart filters. And you can see right here that there is no shortcut for it. A very, very good one would be Command R. And the reason Command R is good because that is technically assigned to lens correction, which really we don't really use that as much in Photoshop. If you use it, well, then you'll have to come up with another shortcut. But basically, I'm going to click in here. I'm going to go Command R. Boom. And then you can see right here, it's already in use and it'll be removed. So that one's actually in ruler. So you know what? I'm going to change that to, let me do, instead of using Command R, I forgot that Command R was with the rulers and not. I'm going to use Command Shift R. Okay. So I'm going to go, let me see here. We'll go Command Shift R. Okay. Right here. That was okay. That was what I was supposed to do. So that was already used for the lens correction. So I'm just going to keep that the way it is and I'll accept it. All right. So you can see Command Shift R. I click OK. So now I'm over here and I'm going to do Command J to duplicate this because you want to be as undestructive as possible. So I'm going to click that. I want to make it a smart object. So Command Shift and R. Boom. It is now a smart object. Okay. So much, much easier than having to go up into the filter or right click and then find it. It just saves a little bit of time. You know, maybe not a ton, but it saves a little bit of time. Just got to remember your shortcut. So Smart Object shortcut, Command-Shift-R is what I used. You know, again, you can use whichever one you want. You know, again, just make sure it's not being used by something that you want. Okay, tip number 4, fix extreme colors. You can see with this photo here, there was a lot of, you know, kind of party lights going on, and it was a birthday party, and it left like this blue tint going all around the faces. And you know what? You might want that. It might be a look. It's okay, but you may want to fix this. Okay. Here's a little trick that it's not, a lot of people don't really use it for this, but it's amazing that it can be used. Come on over to filters. Okay. And you want to click neural filter. Okay. So click neural filters, give it time to open up here. And then you want to come on over here to colorize. Now, normally, if you look, colorize is used to convert a black and white to a color photo. But watch what happens when I turn it on for this photo. Boom. It fixes the color. It looks like a normal photo that I took. Okay. So again, you can turn it off if you want. You can turn it back on. And then if you want to, you can mess with, you know, different aspect rate, you know, things that if it caused noise when you did this, you can add maybe a different profile. Let me see. We'll do retro high contrast. Does it do anything? No, not really. Again, I really don't use this too often, but like I kind of found this by mistake. And I was like, oh, wow, that really works really cool. So if you need to fix a photo that has like a color cast on it, like this one did, you know, again, this one had kind of a bluish purple color cast, and you can go into, you know, Camera Raw and then the color mixer, and you could try removing it that way too. But this is just so much easier. Okay, just one click, boom, your photo's fixed. So fixing extreme colors. Last one. This one is a very, very simple. Again, this is probably something you should already know, but again, some people may not know. You can create different guides so you can line up whatever you're doing, especially if you're doing a composite, or if you want to put some letters on a photo. So let's just say I want to write a letter letters going across here. Okay, I'll come up here and make sure my ruler's on. It's Command R. So see, now they're off. Command R, rulers are on. So you're going to come on up here to the ruler, and I'm going to click. Actually, what I want to do, I'm going to come here first. I'm going to click on the top and then drag down. And this is going to be the top part where I want my text. Okay, right there. And then I'm going to come back again, drag down, and I want to make where the bottom part of my text would be. Okay. And now I want to drag over this way, and we're going to bring it, let's just say right there. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing again. And let me see. Right about there. That's, we're going to move it over just a little bit more like that. Okay. That looks pretty good. So now if I want a text, I can click the text tool and I can put it right here in my guides. Okay. So let me just write, I don't know. We'll do K. Okay. And I want to bring this into the center more. And I'm going to make them larger. So let's see. Let's go to 150. Let's see. Let's bring that back up again. Oh, too much. All right. That's fine. We'll go like that. There we go. We can just do that. And actually, I can even make them even bigger. So let's just go to 300. See if that works. Oh, that might have been too big. Let's just go, we'll type them in here. We'll just do 200. And again, you got to play around with it, but you get the idea. You can line up your text to these lines so that it fills in this whole area right here. And then when you're done, okay, get out of that. When you're done and you want to get rid of your guide, just come on over here to view, guides, clear guides. And there you go. And then again, this one I didn't really take the time to line it up, but you get the idea. You line it up, and you can do this for anything. It's kind of like if you ever used Adobe Illustrator, they have guides in there to line up so you can create your logo or whatever you're making in there. So basically the same thing. All right, there you have it. 5 tips in Photoshop to help simplify your workflow. Okay. Hopefully at least one of those tips were something you did not know. Okay. I know there was all of those in there except for I think 1 or 2. I think there's 3 of them in there that I did not know before this video. Okay. So, hey, hopefully you like it. If you did, please click that subscribe button and that like button. It really, really does help my channel. Ring that bell if you want to be notified when my next video is posted. Until next time, take care, everyone.